shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air, May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off play action. Hayes steps away. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense is struggling. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, it's May. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't get in.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They'll throw with May. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good push there defensively. defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Hayes. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's what you've got to be able to hit on.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here with Lagu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is put down any type of space and try to create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Another run down for Lagu. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Throwing here is May. Working the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down, give him 25 yards.
That's really good design right there. It's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the shotgun, May. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they can get a big play and a quick strike.
That is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you do have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's right. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 6-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. First down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kenny Nwangu. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center. Because remember, he's got to snap the ball down the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You get sometimes when he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Man, in the field, it's Metcalf. They're going to be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pick up there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hayes eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 34-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hayes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hayes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 15. That pick hurts a little extra because he was 3rd down. You were already at field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on. Because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those.
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Pats are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote it old Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Still going, and all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble at second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hayes. Throw out line to Walker. And a nice job to break free one tackle, but it slows his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll go to gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hayes toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll go with a keeper, and he is going to get stopped. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive instead of fumble on the kickoff.
And that could be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. Okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already.
That's what we doing now?
Now they've got to find a way to keep the score from getting bigger against them.
2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Operating from the gun, Hayes. Escaping the pressure right.
Wow.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of
Oh,
bounds.
nothing to
The
show.
escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 into the first. Looking to throw. Hayes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Keon White able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hayes. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now again, running right. He'll run. They juked him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the give is Nwangu.
Why you playing rainbow, bro? All you need to do was go ahead. A second later, and I'm gonna burst right through the dome.
They're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is Cola. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried.
Damn, why you down?
And a loose football.
Okay.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the gun, it's made. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the shotgun, it's made. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with the Super Bowl. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here on the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to grow that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything going in this way. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing. We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions.
We like this quarterback.
It has to be shaken. Would be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions.
Oh, I thought he was on the other side.
So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
From the 25,
He not there.
second and 4. They go play action now. May. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
But they certainly not shy away from throwing football as they leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kene Nwangu, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the third. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least at this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunate for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And off-balance throw there. It's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident throw.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 60.
Take the wrong guy in coverage. He's the one guy in here. Messed up.
With 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Handoff here to Nwangu.
Come on, bro.
And for one of the few times here,
Trying to tell me you put muscle your way in there for the extra inch.
it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down moving. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Nwangu. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And they go play action with man. Well, this one almost intercepted.
What the fuck was that? That was Drake over there doing stupid.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop.
I made sure you try to throw it inside.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance. And their stats have been good as far as the actual need. You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line is going to see smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced with this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, man, he'll buy some time right. That is caught by Moss for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to hold on here in the 4th. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Hayes flushed out right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got it as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now it's the backup Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to gets the ball from the other.
Tore his hamstring.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Gino. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Going deep here for Watkins. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they are trying to play it cool out on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up. The celebration begin. Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Oh, he switched it. Off
the play fake, here's May. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On the run is Nwangu. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take it a short, steady use.
Second and 9. They'll throw with May. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Called that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kenny Nwangu with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Throw here right side.
What's lying about Geno Smith?
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to throw, Smith.
Ooh.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Gino. This is Fan on the short completion, and he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Throwing again to Smith. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Jennings. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. from downfield, going to be taken in by Harry. Big strides, look at him go.
Overplayed it a bit too much to the side.
Touchdown. N'Keal Harry, 74 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one.
Hey, yo!
The way this game has gone,
How was that?
awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, at least you got hit. You got hurt at the end of the game.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage.
I like that option.
That one away.
From the shotgun, Mayweather.
Oh.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Drake made time. God damn, now everybody get hurt?
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed on and then stop in behind the line. It's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm the worst, you know.
Here's Nwangu. There he goes again, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive. Walker hit and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Room to maneuver at the 35. Stiff-armed him.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position. Now it's Nwangu. Ooh, the And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Smith. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete.
Oh.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
You're just too short, bro.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they? Nope. That lasts forever.
See, Drake, you got your halftime thug.
When it's all said and done, you see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
It's a franchise rich with success, and now once again, the Lombardi Trophy belongs to the New England Patriots.
The Super Bowl
They are
champ.
your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles...